Welcome to Beer Disciples. I'm Ross Quintana.
I'm Rob Hubbard.
That's right. And this is Kellerweis from Sierra Nevada. This is a Hefeweizen. This is a fairly high-rated Hefeweizen, actually. I believe it's in either the top 5 or top 10 for the style. And so I'm interested to try it.
So am I.
And of course Robert is. He's been looking for a good Hefeweizen, so why not start at some of the highest rated ones we can get around here. Give you a little bit, a little idea on this. This is from Sierra Nevada Brewing in Chico, California. It's American Hefeweizens. It says, reading the description here, it says, Kellerweis is deeply complex with flavors reminiscent of ripe banana and spicy clove. The hazy-golden beer, what is this, flows or glows? Glows with suspended yeast, creating a velvety texture to serve. Okay, so there it is, Kellerweis. And let's try this baby out. A little bit about it. The ABVs are 4.8. IBUs on this is 15. The malts is 2-row pale and wheat Munich. The hops are pearl. And basically this is on RateBeer, sorry. This is 96 overall and 100 for the style out of 920 ratings. And it's an A- on BeerAdvocate, so it's got some pretty big street cred coming into it. So let's crack it open and see what she does.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. Okay, so on this one we're going to start with your glass. I'm going to start the pour because this has the yeast in the bottle, so it'll be sitting at the bottom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually start our pour off over here, and then I'm going to continue over here. And then I'm going to swirl it up here and give you, see that?
Alright, yeah. Look at that cloud.
Yeah, it's, I'm not going to say what it looks like, but something just happened in the glass.
A magical mist just happened. That's...
Oh, I don't know about that, but yeah, I'm just...
There's a few floaties.
It's a sperm-like substance. It looks like
you had to go there, didn't
you? Looks like it just impregnated this glass with some kind of something. Anyway,
you just ruined it for
me. So let's take a look at this here. Looks-wise, yeah, it's hard enough. Okay, this is a family show. What I should have said is it looks like someone spit a loogie in there. Is that better?
That's better.
Okay, there you go. No, you can see exactly all that yeast right there and how incredible it is in the glass. You've got a pure as the driven snow white head on there, which you'll see in really good Hefeweizens. You know, great color for appearance. There's no question for me. That's a 5. I mean, this has got it all. So it's too bad it was only a 12 ounce because really, you got a good pour. I want to make sure in that glass that you got a good pour, and I only got about half glass, but that's okay.
Yeah.
We'll just try it out. So, how about appearance for you?
Yeah, nothing to complain about. Looks good to me.
Okay, let's go to smell.
Smells like bread dough. Definitely yeast.
Yeah, you can smell that yeast I dropped in there. I gotta say, Bavarian yeast smell for me, not my thing.
Yeah.
I prefer the kind of wheat ales probably more, unless it's well balanced. Unless it's well balanced in the with more of a grainy, bready note. If I'm getting too much yeast, to me that's a turnoff. Some people like that. For me, smell on this is going to be a 2.5. I do not like the smell of that.
I don't mind the yeast too much.
Mostly yeast. You can't really get the ripe banana yet.
No,
it's too yeasty.
Still, all I smell is the yeast, so
Yeah.
it's not a bad smell to me. So
Let's go to taste on this one.
yeah.
Doesn't right along, huh?
Yeah, it's all right.
It's not too bad. Actually, I've had this a couple of times already before, and it's tasting better to me right now than it did those other 2 times. What are your thoughts?
I don't really taste much. It tastes really light and
Little hollow,
fruity.
doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
It's kind of like what I was telling you, like the Erdinger we had the other day was kind of a balance, but overall it was a little light. I'd like more of a bigger beer.
Yeah.
This to me, I get mostly yeast. You do get that little cloviness, that little clove spice.
Yeah.
Around the edges, but you know, for me, taste on this, you know, this is not the profile that I really care for that much. I'm sure there's some that will like it.
It seems just neutral. It's like I don't know. Nothing jumps out at me.
I don't get enough. I'm gonna give it a 2. I know these are some low marks. Some people out there are probably gonna say, "What are you talking about?" Because it's obviously highly rated out there by a lot of people. I'm just not enjoying it myself.
I'm enjoying it, but it doesn't really bring much flavor to me.
That's what I felt. I felt like that hollowness almost gives you the sense like they missed one of the ingredients, the wheat.
It's like I'm drinking a neutral bodily fluid of some sort.
Yeah, exactly. To me, I don't feel the breadiness and the graininess that I'd like out of a wheat beer. And so I feel like this is a great package. Then you add the breadiness and the wheat, and you would have probably an incredible beer. But I feel like to me, it's overpowering and it feels hollow to me. It feels like a light fruit beer more than it does like a yeasty fruit beer than it does a Hefeweizen for me.
But it's like a fruit beer that you don't really taste the fruit in it either.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, it feels like 2/3 of a beer. This, like if we were just testing to see how the process was going, and okay, boys, add the wheat.
I agree. Yeah.
So mouthfeel for me, it's okay. I'm gonna give it about a 3, kind of average for me. Nothing too special. I'd say.
Has a lot of carbonation, which is good, I think.
Drinkability. Drinkability, I'm in between, because really I'm gonna give it a 3 because. Is it drinkable? It's not drinkable. I don't like the flavor profile, so that makes it less drinkable, but it's not because it's not balanced. So for me, this just kind of average drinkability. I don't think I would drink much of it.
I'd say it's drinkable. It can suck it down almost like water. Yeah,
that's the problem. For me, it's like, it's too light to where, okay, well, it's drinkable, but I don't like the flavor profile, so I wouldn't drink much of it. Anyway, for me overall, I'm going to give this a C-. I don't like how it's built. Some people may love this. I just don't like how it's built. I feel like I don't get any sense of wheat in it. I get just watery yeast with very light malt. So for me, it's not impressive at all. From a number scale out of 100, I'm going to go with a 62. I'm going to give it a C-.
I'd probably go B-. It doesn't offend me at all, but that's part of the problem. It doesn't do anything really.
I'm slightly offended that it's so highly rated and it didn't deliver for me at all. It lacked the wheat of the wheat beer. So anyway, I mean, like I said, the beer has a lot of street credibility. It uses open fermentation, which a lot of brewers don't do anymore. I mean, it's got all this stuff going for it. It is a unique beer. It's got its own texture and flavor that I haven't seen, and I think all that stuff's good, but I feel like they missed the mark for me. And so that's what I think. I wouldn't suggest it, but if you want to prove me wrong, or if you love the style and you need to just know this is a top rated one, but I just totally disagree on this. And there's so few beers on RateBeer like that where I totally disagree with. Old Rasputin is one of them, and this is number 2. So I'm going to say don't pick it up. Or pick it up if you want to waste your money and prove me wrong. I don't know. You maybe love it.
I think I'll keep searching.
Yeah, the search continues. If you want to check us out on Facebook, you can check us out at Facebook.com/BeerDisciples or Facebook.com/BeerDisciples. You can email us at thebeerdisciples@gmail.com with comments. If you have beer suggestions, or if you're in Eastern Washington and want to review with us and be a special guest, just hit us up on the email. We'd be happy to try a beer with you. Until then, I'm going to say cheers.
Cheers.